right, boys, it is about that time. We have the top 10 quarterback list, and this is probably the hardest list I've ever had to make. And let me just say this right now. There is no correct way to make this list. Every quarterback is different. This is probably the most meta quarterbacks we've ever had in a game. And then obviously, whatever guy works to your play style, use the best. I'm going to try to rank these as best as possible. Like I said, I truly don't think there is a best way. I feel like the top 5 guys right now are absolutely insane right now in the game. But if you guys enjoy videos like this, I do top 10s on running backs, wide receivers, every position in the game. I do gameplays on all the brand new cards. Make sure to hit that like and hit that sub. And I also do stream on Twitch every single day at 1 p.m. Eastern. Come say what's up over there, and let's get right into number 10. Before we start today's video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, MutPacks.com. You can click the link down below and open exciting packs, win tons of coins, and withdraw your account right away. You could use promo code SHOOT for 15% off. Lastly, when you sign up down below, you can get a free 10,000 coin pack as well. Number 10, we do have Denard Robinson, and he did beat out Patrick Mahomes for me. It was between those two guys for me, and I think Denard is actually a very solid card. The only thing that really does suck about Denard, right? They did change his release to Josh Allen. He's obviously a very fast quarterback. His stats are amazing across the board. The only thing that sucks about him is that his AP is disgusting. It's disgusting what you have to pay on this card to make him a very solid card. Unless you're like a running guy, like if you like to run the ball, he's very, very cheap. But you guys know you still do need the set feet lead. If you want the gunslinger as well, I don't think this is a release you can use no gunslinger on, and you can play against Dollar consistently and win games against like good players. But you could get away with it if you're more of a running style guy. But if you're going to use gunslinger and set feet lead, that is a total of 5 AP already right there. And then if you want to use fearless with, like I said, this release, I think it's like the 3rd best release in the game. I still would probably use fearless on a release that slow. I don't think it's like slow, but you know what I mean. I'd probably still use fearless on that one, and that's another 2 AP, which would be a total of 7 AP. If he was a little bit cheaper, I think this card would be a lot higher on this list, but still a fun card to use no matter what. And like I said, if you run the ball a lot with your quarterback and you do quarterback design plays, this card arguably would be higher on your list. All right, boys, so at number 9, Drew Bledsoe was very, very good when he first came out. We all know that. I do think he's fallen a little bit for me right here. I still do like him in the game, though. The only problem with is you have to choose between Gunslinger and also Power Master. You cannot have them both on the field at once, and if you do, you're overpaying, and then you won't get set fee lead, if that makes sense. So you have to have either Power Master or Gunslinger on Drew Bledsoe, and his release isn't the best. I think he actually has the worst release we have on this list, but his abilities are still very good. You can use Gunslinger, you could use set feet lead and also fearless for a total, I think, 4 AP, which is amazing in the game right now. And he still gets good ability or good stats across the board. His accuracies are really good, especially that short. The throwing to pressure is amazing. I still like fearless in the game. I know some people are moving away from it. I am personally using under pressures on defense now. I know a lot of people are moving to under pressure, so I like discounted fearless. He gets fearless right now in the game. Drew Bledsoe's still solid enough. At number 8, isn't it absolutely wild? We are at 96 overalls, probably going to be at 97 overalls in a week or two here. And Aaron Rodgers at 93 overall is still a top 10 quarterback. Some people might even rank him higher because that's that Slinger 1. I'm going to rank him here because his abilities are okay. His discounts aren't bad. For 4 AP, that's all you're going to be spending on him. He doesn't get like Power Master or anything. You're going to be using set feet lead and fearless, which I still think fearless is amazing. I know he doesn't get Gunslinger, but with set feet lead or with Slinger 1, I still feel okay with it. I still do prefer Slinger on all my releases. It feels just a tiny bit better, especially with the ball in air as well. But not having Slinger on Slinger 1 is okay. That's what I'm kind of noticing with like a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I got to use this card for 2 months. He was amazing against the blitz. He was amazing all around. Obviously, we have faster D linemen in the game, better DBs in the game, so it hurts a little bit, but Aaron Rodgers is still a card you could buy. Probably the best budget quarterback in the game by far, honestly. All right, boys, at number 7, we have Daniel Jones right here, and Daniel Jones' release is okay in the game. I don't think it's like terrible. I don't think it's like bad, or I don't think it's like amazing. I think it's like middle of the pack right there in the game. He has really good speed. His throw power is amazing right there. His throw under pressure is really good as well. His abilities, he gets every ability in the game, but if you want to use the fearless slinger and also like set feet lead stack, it is 6 AP, which is kind of expensive in the game. You could use his Power Master as well, which is not the cheapest either. I think his Power Master is 3 AP, and then you would have to lose fearless, so you'd still be spending a lot. I think that would be 7 AP. And wait, yeah, 7 AP to be using Gunslinger, Power Master, and set feet lead, which is okay in the game. There's people that get that and also fearless in the game for 7 AP. So Daniel Jones, not the best AP situation, but still a really good card in the game. Not only are you getting top end speed right there, or somewhat top end speed right there at the quarterback, you're getting amazing stats, you're getting a solid release, and you're getting solid abilities. Definitely a good card in the game right now. Probably one of the better Daniel Jones cards we've seen, especially, well, we saw that one last year, that flashback card, or not flashback, that, I don't know, it was a Wild Card Wednesday card that was really good. This year we get an actual high-end meta Daniel Jones. So at number 6, we do have Randall Cunningham, and Randall Cunningham, this is where I feel like it starts to get really, really elite in the game. I like Randall Cunningham here. I like that 5 guys a little bit tiny more than him, but he is still very good. You do have to power him up to get anything. If you don't power this card up, he's probably not even a top 15 quarterback in the game. But generic 3 is kind of the release that was amazing last year. Is the second best release last year, but this year it's been a little bit worse. If you've used it a lot, it has one of the worst like check down releases I've ever seen in the game. It definitely does cock back a little bit, but with Gunslinger, which he gets a discount of Gunslinger, he gets it for 0 AP. You can get the Fearless for 2, and then you can get like Pass Lead to Lead for 2 as well. He doesn't get Howler Master, so for all of those 3 abilities, you're getting a total of 4, which is amazing. But it's kind of hard to rank a guy a little bit higher with an okay release and not getting a Gunslinger or a Howler Master in the game as well. I think Howler Master is a big deal for a lot of people right now in the game. Obviously, if you don't use him or Howler Master, Cunningham is a lot ranked higher than for you personally on your probably top 10. You know what I mean? But looking at him right here, 95 speed, great throw power, the amazing throw under pressure, great abilities for discount, just no Howler Master. Gotta kind of dink him a little bit on the rankings there. All right, boys, at number 5, this is the ultimate. If you do not use Howler Master, this is probably the cheapest you'll get an ability stack. For Pass Lead Elite and Gunslinger, it is a total of 3 AP. That is actually nuts on Steve Young. He does get Howler Master though, but I'm just saying, if you don't use Howler Master, this is probably one of the better cards in the game to use right now. I do love his release as well. The Lamar Jackson release, you guys know on MUT.GG, it shows it as like the 14th. That list is from last year. It is not correct. It is actually probably the 2nd best release in the game. Some people like it a little bit more than Slinger 1 because it has a better deep ball, but it's definitely the 2nd best release in the game. There is no question about it. Steve Young right here, good card though. Amazing speed, really good abilities as well. His throw power is amazing. The throw under pressure at 98 is nuts. I know you guys are thinking no Fearless of that. I still have went back to Fearless when I've used Steve Young. I lost a game. I remember I was playing Dollar. He was blitzing 5 every single play. And yeah, I got a couple under pressures. It was not a fun experience at all. And it just doesn't hurt to throw Fearless back on. That's what I ended up doing with Steve Young, but definitely a solid card in the game. One of the cheaper quarterbacks too on this list. He's definitely an animal. All right, boys, at number 4, we have Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, I kind of want to rank higher. I know his release isn't the best, but he gets built-in free Gunslinger, so it definitely cancels that out. He also does get amazing abilities. For Gunslinger, Set Feet Lead, Hot Row Master, and also Fearless, it is a total of 7 AP. That is nuts. That is still the best stack in the game, I believe. I don't think anybody gets all 4 of the meta abilities. That is literally every meta ability at quarterback for 7 AP total. That is absolutely broken right now in the game. But I feel like last year accuracies did not matter so much. Like we all know Derrick Henry had like an 86 deep accuracy and like an 8, I think it was like an 88 medium accuracy. And Derrick Henry was the best quarterback by far. We knew that. That probably helps with the Gunslinger and stuff, and obviously escape artist. But with Tom Brady, I've not had only my complaints of the deep accuracy. I've seen it in the MCS where they were missing so many throws, deep balls, wide open touchdown bombs, overthrown. But I've also had a million YouTube comments, obviously over exaggerating right there, about Tom Brady missing throws. And like, I'm gonna tell you guys, I've had that same feeling. He has missed so many deep accuracies. I love his AP discounts. It helps so much. But when you miss that one bomb, you cook up a great play, wide open player, boom, overthrown. There's no worse feeling in Madden. There's not a worse feeling in Madden. I truly feel like if he had a little bit there, I don't know if there's any strat cards to make that better. And I don't know if it's worth switching your strat cards just to make your quarterback hit the deep throw. But Tom Brady, man, I still think he's very good in the game. Despite the deep accuracy, I still think he's amazing. The AP is amazing. If you throw the medium to short, he still feels really good in the game. All right, at number 3, and before you guys kill me, I know Lamar has an insane fan base when it comes to Madden. I know he's the most fun quarterback in the game to use. I 100% agree with you. I think this card, if you use this card right, he could be number 1. Obviously it depends on how your system works, but if you're obviously, this is probably the worst scrambling year of Madden we've ever had. We all know that. We all can agree on that. If you have a lot of design plays in your playbook and you can use them well in your offense, then Lamar arguably is your number 1 in the game right now, right? But Lamar, as a passer and ability-wise, I don't think I could put him at 1 because the next 2 guys still have ability, better discounts, better releases in the game. But Lamar, still very good in the game. Like I said, the most fun card in the game. He has 96 speed. The throw power is nuts as well at 96. He has good throw under pressure, really good accuracy stats right there as well. The throw and the run's good. The play action and throw on the run, to be honest, don't really matter here. The throw on the run is absolutely awful on next gen. You miss so many throws in the play actions, like whatever, right? But he does get fast break for one, but it's so hard to use fast break unless you are running all the time, because he does get fearless and Howler Master in that same exact slot right there as well. And then you do get set feet lead for 2 as well. I wouldn't use evasive. I know some of you guys, unless you run the ball literally 80% of the time of your quarterback, evasive might be cool. But Lamar, solid abilities across the board, just a little bit expensive, I would say. If you want to use set feet lead, it's 2 AP, and then the fearless is 1. But I would still use gunslinger, so you're probably gonna be spending a minimum 5 AP on this guy anyways. I think the best combo for most people to run on this guy is probably gunslinger for 3, set feet lead for 2, and then you could either use the fearless or the fast break if you want to run with your quarterback right there in the last slot. Definitely a solid card in the game. Probably the most fun, like I said. Hey, boys, this is the first time I have had John Elway not ranked #1 on this list. I love John Elway. I think if you don't use Hot Route Master, he is probably #1 over the guy I have at #1. But John Elway right now, it's kind of hard to rank him above the other guy because the other guy's discount is absolutely insane, and you would never expect it on the guy that got it. You know what I mean? But 80 speed on him, very solid. He gets every team chem. We know that. We don't even need to talk about the stats. Obviously, we know they're amazing with him. He gets every team chem as well, like I said. This guy's amazing. He's still amazing. He gets the gunslinger. He gets the set feet lead. You can get your Howler Master. You can get your fearless if you want as well. But like I said, if you're using the Howler Master and you want this release, I'd probably use the other guy above him because you get it cheaper. But John Elway, man, still an animal. Probably still my favorite quarterback in the game at #1. That's probably where I'd put him, but I feel like the other guy has to be #1 at this point. Hey, boys, at #1, I am placing Mark Brunell. And Mark Brunell, I think this card is very good in the game. I really, really do. He has good speed, 89 speed. He's the fastest Slinger 1 quarterback in the game. If you guys do not know what Slinger 1 is, that's the Aaron Rodgers release. It's the best release in the game, especially if you're in the pocket or if you're throwing short, medium. It doesn't have the best deep accuracy or the deep throw animation, but it's still okay, I would say. But 95 throw power, 97 throw under pressure, amazing accuracies. He gets Hot Row Master, set feet lead, and also fearless for a total of 5 AP. That is absolutely insane. You're getting a throwing velocity ability. You're getting an ability that helps you against the blitz, fearless, obviously. And then you're getting Howler Master, which is insane, for 5 AP. You're not getting Gunslinger, but like I said, with Slinger 1, I think that's the one release where I feel okay not using Gunslinger on. I like Gunslinger still in the Lamar and Steve Young release and yada yada everybody else. But Slinger 1, I feel like that's the one release you can use no Gunslinger and be absolutely okay, especially when you're getting an insane discount like 5 AP for the 3 other meta abilities. That is nuts in the game right now. But Mark Brunell, I know people will bring up the lefty. I truly don't feel a difference. Once you get like over the fact that he's a lefty, you just got, it's a mental thing. It's really a mental thing. You got to stop thinking about it. He's really good, boys. I've gotten to use this card for a while. He's definitely a beast in the game right now. I honestly might pick him up and try to turn into a Howler Master guy. I'm not really the biggest Howler Master guy in the world, but I might try to do it because that ability discount is too beautiful not to use right now. All right, boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which quarterback are you using right now. And like I said, this list is the hardest I've ever had to make a list. There is no right answer. Some people, Lamar is probably some people's #1. Some people think Tom Brady's still #1 because they want all the abilities in the game. Some people don't use Gunslinger, so Cunningham and guys like Elway are #1 and 2. It's hard to rank quarterbacks. There's no perfect way to rank quarterbacks in this game, boys. Truly, there's no way. This is a good thing, though. This is the most meta quarterbacks we've ever had in a game at one time, I feel like. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub. We're on the road to 25K, and come check out the Twitch channel as well. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.